Hi guys, Crypto Mark here, just finishing off 2024 and looking forward to 2025. Thought I'd finish off the year with this update video on the Hbar memes that I got into when they first came out, pretty much, via this site here, which I'll show you, which is Memejob.fun, which I've made a couple of videos on my channel really early, like basically when they launched. And then a little update a few days into the launch, so it makes sense to do a further follow-on update. Yeah, so basically it's the same principle as pumpfun, where tokens are launched for about $1, just nothing really, really small, and then they go to whatever market cap they go to, depending on like what's behind them and the work the teams are putting in and such like. As with pumpfun, lots and lots of them are rogues and out scams, unfortunately, but others aren't. And that is the nature of the beast, is trying to pick your way through and find the winners. So this is the latest activity. So this is where people are buying, or something's buying or selling at the moment. So creation time. So we'll just have a look at some that are launching right now. They're launching in around the $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 market cap. I can't remember exactly. I think it's about $5. So these are some of the latest ones launched. So you can see if you get into something at $5,000 market cap and it goes to, well, some of them are millions now. You can see how the multipliers are certainly there. But again, how do you know which ones to go off? That's the bottom line, isn't it? And again, it's a little bit on personal choice. Some might have an X account, like this one says it has here, so you can have a little search around on there. Others are, is it a good meme? Is it a good name? Some of them are called just rubbish names, if I'm honest. There's some like with swearing in and stuff like that, which they're not. You wouldn't have thought they're going to go anywhere really. All I done when I got in was just picked a few little ones that I liked the look of at the time. There was one called First, which was one of the first tokens on here, and then I waited for 2 or 3 ones that I've been looking for that I knew were launching, and I wanted to buy a little bag of. So if we look at market cap, because this links into where the ones I did get. So Dino is the one leading the way, and you know yourself with any with any sort of network platform, Solana, ETH, everything, every different chain basically has memes, that if they have memes, where there's always market leading ones, ones that are got the highest market cap and look like they're going to be the leaders of the pack, so to speak. And Dino is that for Hbar. It's at 6.23 million now. And yes, that launched at $5,000 market cap, and it went it went instantly. It bonded instantly. So that's to like $100,000 market cap straight away, and it was gone. And I bought some at, crikey, I can't even remember now. It was a couple of million, so you just literally couldn't get in quick enough. I don't know whether there was bots involved or whether there was sniping involved. I'm not entirely sure. I did see something come out on X from Memejob.fun saying that there might have been exploits or something or other. But again, it's a brand new platform. They're learning as they go as well. Bottom line is, though, it's higher than what it is like when it came out, obviously, and it looks like it's steady away there at that kind of market cap now. I didn't get any of this one here. I did look at it. It's something like $40,000 market cap, and didn't. I mean, I've spread myself thin in a lot of places and a lot of plays, and it's how you can't keep track of everything. I missed a Solana that done like a 20-30x and then fell back down, which I had a bag of, but I missed it because you can't keep check on everything all the time. Do you know what I mean? Unless you permanently got the time to sit at your computer. We've all got work and children, and normal life gets in the way really. So yeah, it's difficult. So I passed on that one. I was very excited and still am about this one, which is Hurt. I did get a bag of this one. I can't remember what market cap, about 40 or 50,000. So it's up a lot. It's been up to like $1.5 million. So it's been up quite a bit. But I'm seeing a bag. I've spent like $20-30 or something on it. Not like a huge amount. I didn't have much Hbar. I was just experimenting, testing the water, and just like looking to diverse into them a little bit. I bought some Larry. I can't remember the market cap, about 50 again, I think. I bought $5 worth, and just to give you an example of what I'm talking about in terms of numbers, I bought $5 worth. I sold $75 worth when it was worth just under $500. So basically a clean 100x, more or less. I think it worked out to be like a 97x or something. So that's $5 in, and it goes to 500. Can you imagine if you put 500 in to start with? But again, this is the thing, isn't it? We're not all made of money where we can spread big bets around like that. So it is a learning curve. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. When I put my videos up on Memejob.fun, I was the first person on YouTube with any videos. When I searched myself, there wasn't any. So the two that I've got on there previous to this one were pretty much the first couple. But now when I've looked again, there's more people. There's big influencers, well, medium-sized influencers, with decent followings have latched on. So it's all about that getting in there sharp, and you can still get in there sharp with new ones that come up. You can get in there for 5,000, and you could, again, not financial advice. You guys do what you want. I'm not telling you what to do by any means, but there's certainly I wouldn't have said any harm in sticking like $50 worth in and just having a little play around and having a look around and checking out the ecosystem. It's quite neat. It's different to the others. When you're sending money, it's based on the number, the Hbar number, rather than a full long contract address. It's a different sort of setup, but it's a neat process, and everything has worked as it's supposed to have worked, other than the fact that I couldn't get into Dino quick enough. But that's because there was probably a couple of hundred people or 1,000 people or whatever bashing the keyboard at the same time. It didn't work, and it's not going to, I guess. And I think the systems might have been. I think that's what the X page said, that system was. They didn't anticipate the amount of people that were going to be on it on the server at any one time. That kind of thing, I think, was what happened. So yeah, that's where that went. Dino pack again. Got some of this one. This one was good. It's ran up a lot higher than that, and it's sort of settled back down. But again, when you look on like the X pages and stuff, there's good engagement. They're doing like competitions, giveaways, they're building, and this is what happens with memes. They launch, they normally have a decent run up, then they come back down, and then it's the true test of it is it keeps going and things continue to develop. With Larry, this is a community takeover. So I'll show you Larry actually on Larry's X page. So this is Larry here. It's a community takeover. It basically tells you somewhere down here. Let's have a look. But the decent engagement, that they're making posts quite often on here. They're doing a drawing competition, which this guy done with a spray paint. I used to love watching this sort of stuff on holiday, where you'll have seen the pictures they do with spray paint, where they do like the moons and the wolves, and kind of scraping away the level that the paint that's underneath, to just give fantastic pictures, basically. So yeah, there's giveaways they're doing here. There's lots of memes. Lots of stuff, lots of posts. Where's the one? There is a one somewhere. Larry community was crushing it. Here we are. Santa Larry. More Santa Larry. This is it. Yeah. So yeah, look. So it was up like 1,000x. Sorry, 1,000% that particular time, 20 Christmas Eve. So the dev created Larry on Memejob, which they did. I seen at launch. The dev rugged it for a tiny amount. And this can be what happens. And then Club Hbar, OG Wales took over, buying most of the supply, and they're running it all organic. Larry's here for the community. We'd like to see others win. Now, with these ones, again, not financial advice, but community is a massive part of memes. And if you can get a good community and you get a good group of people together, it would say here, or Original Wales, then yeah, this is the sign of this can really go places. And it's just a timing thing, isn't it? Where you just gotta, maybe have a bag and just sit and wait. So for full disclosure, what I was talking about before, I normally don't sell out like on a few X's. I normally, if I've got conviction, I will just hold it and not really take any profit early doors. But I have been burnt lately a few times where things have gone up and then come back down, and I didn't really take anything out. So I took $75 worth out, and I've put that into some of the little plays. And I mean, it's not much, but it's just that thought that, yeah, I've won that time, rather than just like it ebbing away, which is possible with all memes, as we know. But yeah, I put $5 in, took $75 out, so I'm up $70, and I've got about $250 worth now just sitting. But that is at that lower market cap there, 432. And there's no reason, as we go into this mega bull run that's coming, there's no reason why these can't go into the millions like other chains. So I think this is sort of similar to Casper and the KRC20 memes, where you're very early. And Solana memes started here at one point. Ethereum memes started here at one point. People were early to SHIB at one point. People were early to Doge at one point. And I'm not saying they're going to do the same sort of numbers, but I think we'll perhaps underestimate the amount of inflow of funds that could come into the market, and it could just blow the lid off lots and lots of things. So to me, it makes sense to have some small holdings in some of the bigger plays on the smaller, not smaller chain necessarily, but the newer things that are coming out. And I would count that as Hbar, and I would also count that as KRC20, which I'm doing a wallet tracking set of videos on my channel. So yeah, that's that. Really, just wanted to show you this. There's lots of activity. This is like a video printer, if you will, a log where it's showing you people are buying and selling stuff all the time. So yeah, the bond for that's the one that's sitting king of the dam now. That's yeah, and they've got X's and they've got Telegrams, some of them. So yeah, maybe just have a little fish around if you've across these holidays, if you've got some free time and you can have a little look around. This one here done good numbers, still got a relatively high market cap. A lot of these are, to be honest, are kind of been out of the loop for a little bit of time, so I haven't really seen all of them. I think this was one of the first ones that come out. I'm pretty sure it was. Bobby, I've seen that mentioned. What else have I got? This was out very early on. I remember that one. The CI agent one was out very early on. I've got a small amount of that, probably equivalent to that. This Yobi Ninja was the one that I'd waited on. And it come out, and yeah, it's flattered to deceive a little bit, to be honest. I've seen some posts of people calling it out for being a bit of a scam. I'm not sure what the truth and the fact of the matter of any of that sort of thing is, but I do have a bag. The team are still on X and they're still driving and posting, and normally when it's a scam, it goes up and then the bottom falls out, and then the founders, the Twitter never gets updated anymore, and it's kind of just over and done with. But that doesn't seem to be the case, unless it's giving up the rug 2 and 3 times. But I don't think that's necessarily what's happening. I think they've had a bit of an issue, and they're working at it. But you can never know. This is the thing. So I mean, I'd caution against dumping big amounts into any of these. Again, not financial advice. Your big amount compared to my big amount may be vastly different, depending on your wealth and how much you guys are playing with, versus what I am. But yeah, it's just look into it yourself sort of scenario, isn't it? Let's have a little quick look on the next page down. Yeah, I like some of these. I like the names. I like the tickers. I do like them. They're interesting. I may have to have another look at some more of these. I've got this one. This one went up to like 50 or 60 4,000. This was very, very new. First day it came out, I think. Didn't take anything out of it. Thought it might be a one that went on and done really well. It's dropped back down to there. But yeah, you don't know though. That could still just pick up. It depends on if it's still being actively worked in the background. And like I say, I'm out the loop a little bit, having a look into it. Lots of peppy like copies, which some of them have done well, if I'm honest, when I've looked. But yeah, I like the artwork. Some of them are just blatant AI ones, but some of them are really, really good. But if you do find a one that's coming out, you just need to be careful, because when Dino was coming out, this one's like gone up. It's not the real Dino, obviously. When Dino was coming out and people were waiting for it, there was just Dino after Dino after Dino getting listed every couple of seconds, and some people fell foul and like jumped in. And they were quite crafty how they positioned the contract address. They positioned the contract address as the creator, which wasn't right. But on first glance, if you just weren't paying that much attention, you just looked, you'd see the number and think, oh, that's it. But it was just the profile they created, and they'd used the contract address as their profile name. So yeah, there's bad actors in the space, as we all know, but the good outweighs the bad as far as I'm concerned. So it's just a case of keeping yourself safe, and there's a George Floyd looking one there, look at George Floyd. So it's interesting. It's an interesting space. Sonic Inu. I think the Inus went out with the Arc, didn't they? Apart from Shib, but there was a massive wave in 2021 of everything was Inu, wasn't it, really? And I don't think there's many left. But yeah, it's interesting, and by all means, launch your own. Do you know what I mean? Well, why not? If you've got yourself a good meme, or you've been thinking about one, it can be quite expensive on some of these other platforms, but you can launch them on here for basically next to nothing. You just need your image and create a token. You just sign in, collect your wallet, create a token, put your picture on, ideally have some social set up and things in advance, so it's more trustworthy looking, I would say, and create your own. And you never know, you could be the next Turbo person, you could be the next founder of a token that goes hundreds of millions. But yeah, I just thought I'd make a little video just to close the year off. Personally speaking, this is the first few months that I've been doing this, and I like it. It's good. I enjoy it. I've got 99 subscribers. Can you believe it? Ideally, I would love to get to 100 by the end of the year, which I'm in the UK. It's 5 p.m. here on New Year's Eve. So not long left. So if anybody sees this in time and would like to subscribe, I'd be very grateful. Any comments, any criticisms, any critique, anything at all in the comments, always welcome. And yeah, I look forward to doing the next video and just hopefully winning with everybody that watches throughout the upcoming year, which I think could be a pretty historic one. If you're here now watching this, then you're in a good place ahead of a lot of people. So yeah, just keep your ear to the ground and your eyes open, and just proceed and see how we get on. But just practice safety, guys. Watch back some of my previous videos, early videos about hardware wallets and keeping your crypto safe and off exchanges and that kind of thing. And if anybody needs anything, just give us a shout and ask. Been around the block a few times, so I might be able to help, or certainly point people in the right direction of people who can. Okay, take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.